Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well and taking care, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who video on the channel. So today I'm here to talk about Power of the Doctor, because we are now less than a month until the episode is broadcasted. The air date for the special hasn't yet been officially announced, but it's pretty much guaranteed it will air on Sunday the 23rd of October. We know this because the BBC America TV guide is already published for the month ahead, and on the 23rd of October it is just full of to be announced slots, which on all occasions in the past do turn out to be for Doctor Who, but they have to put it as to be announced slots because they have to wait till the BBC in the UK give them a pass to announce that it's for Doctor Who. But yeah, we pretty much know now for sure that Doctor Who will air on Sunday the 23rd, which is super exciting. And for today's video, we have two pieces of news and speculation to talk about. However, quickly before that, if you haven't already, then please do consider subscribing to the channel. I do lots of Doctor Who videos, and especially now, the videos should be increasing as we approach a brand new episode. As always, no pressure, but when you do subscribe, it does help me out massively. So thank you to everyone who enjoys the content and does subscribe. It really is appreciated. Right, so let's start with the first piece of news, and that would be in relation to Sylvester McCoy, the legend who of course played the 7th Doctor in Doctor Who. Sylvester does a lot of fan conventions, which is great to see, and recently by a fan at one of these events, he was asked if he was in the Centenary Special, and he gave a bit of a teaseful answer.
Yeah. Is that some sort of link? Yes, we've got in the Centenary.
Right, so welcome to...
And he gave a bit of a giggling kind of answer, which makes me believe there's a real good chance here Sylvester will have some sort of role in Power of the Doctor, which actually makes sense because the same person who said David Tennant and Catherine Tate were returning for the 60th anniversary specials, the same person also said Peter Davison, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy would all have cameo roles in the upcoming Centenary Special. So yes, I would say there's a genuine good chance that some classic Doctors could have an upcoming role in the Centenary Special. In terms of how they would be incorporated into the storyline, I'd say it's likely Sylvester's Doctor will have a reunion with his companion Ace. We know it's likely David Tennant will become the next Doctor somehow in this episode, so maybe Jodie's regeneration goes really wrong, and before we even get to David, 13 glitches to even older incarnations of herself, giving Ace a bit of time with her own version of the Doctor. I do like that theory, but the only downside would be the risk of taking the spotlight away from Jodie Whittaker, as it is her final episode. But if it's only for a short few minutes, I could see it working out. Although maybe a more likely theory is the 13th Doctor has some sort of hallucinations leading up to the regeneration, where she then gets the chance to talk to some of her previous selves who give her some motivation to reach the next process of the regeneration. That would be quite a nice idea, but either way it would just be really delightful to see for the first time 80s classic Doctors get their own appearances in New Who. It could make for some of the best scenes in New Who's history, and it would mean a lot to millions of fans. So yes, I genuinely hope this first piece of news does have some truth to it in the long run. Anyway, moving on to the second piece of news, and if we go back to the start of the year, a rumour appeared on Gallifrey base that 13's regeneration would take place at the edge of a cliff, and it's looking very likely that rumour is going to be somewhat true, because yesterday this brand new promotional image for Power of the Doctor was released, where you have the 13th Doctor, her TARDIS, and what is definitely a cliff right behind her. Now, If you have a careful look at this photograph, I believe this is probably Gallifrey in the background itself. You can kind of see a dome-like object, which is possibly the capital, and yeah, being on Gallifrey for the Doctor's regeneration is a sweet idea. Having the Doctor regenerate on her own planet, especially for a sort of anniversary-like story, it's just again a really nice idea since Gallifrey is the Doctor's home and such a big part of Doc 2's history. Of course, this might not be the setting of the regeneration itself, but I think it probably will be since it's been rumoured for months. Plus, this photograph was released alongside a new interview of Jodie where she is discussing how emotional it was for her to film her final regeneration scene. We didn't learn anything particularly new in this interview, but Jodie did say the centenary is one for the Whovians, definitely giving me more hope that the classic Doctor's rumour I just talked about could be true. And she did say the regeneration was simple but beautiful. That made me think we'll maybe get a more classic style of regeneration this time around. I must admit that would be a preferred change compared to another very chaotic, busy regeneration sequence that we've had over the last few years. But yeah, I'd say this is probably a scene taken shortly before the regeneration takes place. From the way the Doctor is standing, it does look like she is potentially already injured, indicating the regeneration process may have already begun. If I had to take a guess, I'd say this is part of a final showdown scene between the Doctor and the Master. The Master will likely be the one to kill the Doctor since he's the big bad of this episode. Perhaps Sasha's Master will pull a Missy and pretend to be good before he gets opportunity to kill the Doctor off. Sasha has already hinted there will be a big moment between himself and the Doctor in the episode, so I'm expecting something big to go down between them. The Doctor being betrayed by her oldest friend would be a huge way for her Doctor to go out. If the regeneration takes place because the Doctor is actually pushed from the edge of the cliff, that could be a designed callback to the Timeless Child storyline, where the first ever incarnation regenerated because they were accidentally pushed off the edge of the cliff by one of her friends. Maybe that itself is a hint at what's to come, with the Master accidentally pushing 13 off the cliff to her death. That would be a devastating twist, especially if the Doctor and the Master became friends again and it was only an accidental push. It'll also be interesting if Yaz is present for this regeneration, because there has been this filming photograph as well going around social media with what is definitely Jodie Whittaker and Mandip Gill at what looks like the same location as this scene. We obviously know Yaz isn't staying on for the 60th anniversary, but I guess she could be present in a role similar to Karen Gillan in Time of the Doctor for Matt Smith. That could be a bit too much of a copycat, but maybe Chris Chibnall doesn't feel 13 regenerating all alone is the right way for her to go out. It even could just be Mandip Gill is there to support Jodie on set for her final scene and she's not actually present in the shot. Only time will tell, but the power of the Doctor is fast approaching and I'm so excited to find out what is heading our way next month. Overall, that is all the latest going-ons for the Centenary Special Power of the Doctor. And yeah, I'm very excited for this episode. My excitement has been a bit low over the last few months just because we've had so little marketing. But I think now, because marketing is finally starting, because the fandom is starting to talk about the episode, because we know the episode is coming out within the next month, it's just a much more exciting time to be a Doctor Who fan once again. And obviously after the Centenary Special, we have the 60th anniversary coming up next year. And yeah, it's just a really fun time to be a Doctor Who fan. But what are your thoughts on all this kind of latest news? Let me know, as always, in the comments section below. Please, once again, if you can, do subscribe. It would be really appreciated. And I will be doing much more videos in the near future as we approach Power of the Doctor. But you guys, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day and I will see you all next time. Bye for now.